Hello, fellow Fumblers, and welcome to another episode of the Film Fumbler Show, the podcast where a few friends fumble through your favorite films. Today, we are reviewing Perfect Blue, a movie released in 1997 and directed by Satoshi Kon. So without further ado, my name's Adrian.
I'm Taryn.
What's up? It's James. How's it going, guys?
What's up?
Dude, look at this blue background on my face. My face is perfectly blue right now.
Oh shit.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, shit.
All right, so James, right before we went live, you were saying you felt bad for recommending this movie. Is that...
I don't know. Like after I finished watching it, because this is the first time I watched it, I was just like,
Yeah.
is this too fucking weird right now? I don't know why. Like, I was just like surprised how kind of strange it was and kind of how trippy it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I had watched Paprika before by the same fellow, Cohen. So I knew that he can go pretty fucking weird.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I didn't know if like you guys were ready for that.
I
was just like, huh.
So I just, with this one, I was just like, you know what? Samantha and I were just kind of hanging out on the couch, not really doing anything. And I was like, I'm just going to throw it on, like, and not really, because I didn't really know what it was about at all either. And I was like, it's weird. Like, just seeing tiny bits of the trailer.
Oh god.
It seems like kind of a weird one, but like, you know, just an older anime. So I just threw it on, and she actually got really into it too. Like, both of us were like, oh, this is fucking creepy, but like really interesting. And I didn't really think that she would be into it, but she was. So
no, I
it was
appreciate you
good. It was fun
picking it, James. It was like it's like a nice Friday, you know. You got Shrek. It's like feels good, man. And then now we got some other stuff too.
Yeah.
Perfect Blue feels bad.
Yeah.
What is it? Loving it feels sad, man. Like, that just looks sad.
Yeah. It's gonna be a sad one, probably. I don't know.
And then Spider-Verse feels everything, man. Feels great.
Feels everything.
Feels
the
best. Amazing, man. Yeah. I don't know. Like, okay, so I think my like psyche is all fucked up from watching like. So I watched this movie, and then immediately after I watched Black Swan, because everybody says that Darren Aronofsky, whatever his name is, Aronofsky, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Ripped off. Well, so he supposedly bought the rights to Perfect Blue to use the bathtub scene in Requiem for a Dream. Because there's like a scene in Requiem for a Dream.
Is it where she's just in a like
she has
fetal
her
position?
face, yeah, in the bathtub, and that's in Requiem for a Dream. And like that was a big misconception because I did some research, and apparently he didn't even buy the rights at all. It never went through, and so he just straight up
It's just
like,
an homage instead. Like, no, it's so good, man. It's tribute.
That's interesting. So you could just say you're gonna buy the rights to something, people will take your word for it, and don't.
And and then also I'm just taking the word from some other dude who's on Twitter.
On Reddit.
So the source is really trust me, bro. It's just where's your source? It's just trust me, bro. So he didn't actually get the rights to it, but okay. So everyone attributes like Black Swan. Have you guys seen Black Swan?
Dude, I haven't. I have not seen that movie at all. You and Jacqueline were Black Swan, right? For
yeah, I was the White Swan. She was the Black Swan. I don't know. I think the comparison is like really, really overstated. Like
I think so too.
The plot is not the same at all. It pays homage like the part where the creepy dude's like in the computers and like all the pictures are talking to him. That's in Black Swan. Like there's a few like
it's a couple
like
nods,
stylistic.
But...
Yeah, but like overall, two very different movies. So I feel like people like are like wrongly hating on Black Swan and Darren. I don't know.
Yeah.
People just like to hate it because it's like, oh, you're stealing the Japanese's idea. Blah blah blah. It's like, okay.
Yeah, the way that people make it sounds like it's like just a rip off the whole way through. And then I was watching it and I was like, this is not even close to what Black Swan is about and stuff.
Did you recently watch it?
No. but
no, oh, okay.
I remembered it enough to be like, yeah, no.
Yeah, not really. Okay, so I watched that, and then I watched fucking Fight Club last night. So my mind's
What's real?
That's a trippy movie too.
Yeah, like, and
Wow.
then watching like Moon Knight, the show, like a few weeks ago. So like I'm just like,
God, you need
all kinds of
watch some
dissociative.
SpongeBob or something.
Yeah, I need
something
like
light on, man.
a palate cleanser, but yeah. So now you can see where my mind's at. I'm just like, wow,
It's
everything's
gone.
all kind of
I'm just
fucked up. Yeah.
This movie actually weirdly reminded.
Try that again. Try that again.
Try it again. It's lagging.
Damn. I don't know. My internet's gonna be.
Fucked. It's gonna be fucked.
My mind's gone now. I don't know.
Your mind's gone now. So, but this was your guys' first time watching it, right?
Yeah, the only other Satoshi Kon movie I've seen is Tokyo Godfathers, which is like way more lighthearted than all his other shit, apparently. So yeah, really? I knew this movie was like fucked up, but I didn't know like in what ways or anything. So it was a joy to watch.
Yeah,
I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, and I had kind of known because Will Neff had talked about it like kind of briefly, so I knew, but also I still didn't really know like I guess the twist of it.
Yeah.
And so it was still like fresh in my mind. Like or it felt fresh to me, like the way it was like kind of presented.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Adrian, you look stable. What were you trying to say?
Do I look stable?
Yeah, you sound good.
God damn it. I don't know why my internet, man. Anyway, so the movie I was gonna because we were talking about other movies that kind of reminded me of this one was Malignant. Like how am I lagging again? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, Malignant. How she's there, all the murders, remember, like, and you're just like, is she doing the killing?
Oh,
and, like, it was so kind of, I don't know. I got Malignant vibes.
That's pretty funny, yeah.
I can see that, and that's why, well, yeah, everything that I've been watching lately has been like that. It's like, oh, I'm there, but I'm not there, and it's like, fucking weird ass shit.
Did I do this? What's real? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So was it more like left up to interpretation, or was it truly her manager that was fucking being a weird ass bitch?
I think it was.
It had to have been her manager, right?
Yeah.
That was killing everyone?
Yeah. I think it was, but I also don't know if I like that choice, because like the whole time you're like, what the fuck's going on? And then they kind of just tell you, which is fine, but I don't know if it would have been more interesting the other way, but I did like that it was kind of like an happy ending in a way, where it's like, all right, this shit wasn't all real, kind of in her mind, you know. It was more like she was just getting all this anxiety and all these like things happening to her that she started thinking stuff was fucked up, and then she got over it, and then she got successful, you know. It's like kind of good ending, you know.
Yeah.
So I like
that.
But
then the ending's so weird, because like, doesn't she like wink in the fucking mirror or some shit? She's like, it's been me the whole time.
She's like, I'm real. Like she's like finally like comfortable with herself.
I took it not as like,
what is this? It felt weird to me. It still felt like eerie.
Yeah, I guess that interpretation could be like, oh, like if she did, I don't think she winked, like did wink.
No,
but
I don't think she did either.
Like that interpretation would be like, oh, the crazy version of her won, but I don't think that's what it was at all. I think it was just like she's finally like got it all together and figured out, and she's, you know, she's gonna go on like with her acting career.
Yeah,
she's good.
That's what I got.
She's good now. Which like kind of was a little bit too happy-go-lucky, I think. I was kind of thinking like, all right, it's the stalker doing all this crazy shit. He's gonna end up just killing her, and it's gonna be like a tragedy, you know.
Mm-hmm. And he was kind of like a misdirection a little bit.
Like, he was a lot.
He was
a lot.
Yeah.
Just
because it kind of had your mind. Yeah.
But he's still like I think he was still such a great character because he really pointed out like the way that he was like the incarnation of like the over obsessiveness that people are to like these pop idols, you know, like how just enthralled and stuff they get by them, like with anything,
any
really.
kind of obsessive fan.
So his character was like very necessary, and it was I thought it was going to be more, but like you said, it was a misdirection, which I think was good. I was not expecting the manager to be like anything.
Really. Like thinking back, I'm like, oh, maybe it kind of makes sense because she's obviously with her all the time, you know. Apparently, she said she used to be a pop idol back in the day.
Right,
I didn't
she
catch
was as
that.
well.
I don't know if I was fucking, I blinked or some shit, but I didn't see that.
Glosses over it. Yeah, it's not. It like does say quick. That though.
Because I went and read the plot because I was just like, okay, let me try to like.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Yeah.
Get this out, right? So, like, what did you guys think of the? Yo, dog, I heard you like movies. Let's put a movie inside of a movie. Like, what'd you think about that? Where the lines were so blurred, like between what was actually happening, and what was being filmed during her acting career.
Dude, I thought it was so cool.
About that shit?
I thought it was
cool, but like I kind of wanted it to actually be real, if that makes sense. Like for that story that they were going along with. Mm-hmm. If it was actually like, holy shit, all of these things are happening to her in reality and not in a movie, because I think that would have made, I don't know, maybe that would have made a more interesting story for me.
But I think that's what it was, is that she was like having trouble discerning
reality.
Yeah. Like everything that was going on in her acting career was like taking such a hit on her, especially like the rape scene.
Yeah.
God, yeah, that was a very intense scene. Jesus.
Yeah, because a lot of the things that were happening to her in the movie, very similar things were happening like in real life too. So it's like, I don't know, I liked it because of that. Like it wasn't just random shit like happening. Like it was like, you know, melding in such a way that you can't fucking tell what's what. And like, I thought that was really entertaining.
And like that rape scene specifically, like, was so much more impactful because it was her actual transition from being a pop idol to being an actor, and it was just like this disgusting, dark, gruesome thing that she went through that was like how she was feeling, you know, and like about making that transition from being a pop star to a actress. And it was pretty intense.
It was dark. It was dark. So her manager, what was the motive? What was the motive there? Was it
for the girl manager, Rumi, or
what was the motive of doing all this stuff?
What do you mean, like of
like
her?
Why? Yeah, like why did she?
Because she didn't want to see this perfect like idol reputation tarnished because of all these weird scenes and like the nude photo shoot and stuff. Like she's like all these people, like, you know,
so
Japanese.
She started killing all these like perverted.
Yeah, the
dudes
people that were making her do that stuff.
That were making her.
Okay. Her, like, I feel like her motivation was the same as the stalkers, right? Like it was the idea, the avatar of Mima, like in their head being tarnished by her reality, like her own hopes and dreams and goals and aspirations. And it was like didn't line up with what they had in their head of like who Mima is as a pop idol.
You
know,
because you know
so they couldn't handle it.
Asian like idol culture, like in Korea and Japan and stuff. Like if you like, even like if anyone finds out you like have a boyfriend or something, like your career's just over because no one gives a shit anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's insane.
And like it's extremes that Mima goes through, like definitely pushes them really far.
Right.
Yeah. No, but it's like, that's what's crazy, is that this movie is this old and it's still, you still have these problems today.
I feel like it's even more relevant today.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Like way more relevant because like, so this was 97 based on a book, right? From 91, I think. Where it was like the real pop idols were like the real people who had avatars and idols were like only famous people. But then with like where we're at now, where the amount of kind of famous people, of like semi-famous people, of people who are known in a subset little, you know, little corner of the internet is like infinite. Like there's people who are famous for like every little bit of like thing, you know what I mean? So there's just so many more people who can be idolized, and like it just makes it so much more relevant to such a wider audience, I think.
Yeah, that's what's so weird is like this movie was made before the internet was huge, and like
yeah, and it shows that in the movie how she's like, okay, this is what a URL is, like
yeah.
So now it's like even more accessible to like interact with your favorite whatever celebrity, whatever the fuck, like,
and to like be criticized, like the yeah, and that's so, like the big problem, like with the K-pop shit, like people, you hear these like K-pop stars like committing suicide and shit because like the absolute like insanity of some of these quote unquote fans that go to like such insane edges. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, such extremes. And I mean it's such a weird problem because like especially with streamers like Twitch specifically, you know, like you can watch somebody every single day and like chat with them, you know, and like send them money so they read your avatar name out loud, and like you feel like you have this actual relationship with them. Like they know who you are because you know who they are, but you don't, you absolutely don't. And like
social Andes.
They're not your friends. Like that's kind of the thing that's difficult to wrap your head around, is like these people that you know, especially for some, it's just like that might be some of their only social interaction.
Yeah.
And it's like they're not your friends, and it's kind of scary because
we're our audience, we're friends with our audience, right guys? We need your
well, we know him.
We need your Prime subs. Come on, come over here.
But and like I don't know, part of me thinks like can't they kind of be your friends a little bit? But I don't know, then it's just like this weird blurred line where I don't know, it's very,
that's why you never donate to millionaires, dude.
Yeah.
Like that the Clash Royale. What was that? I don't know. Those YouTubers were boxing yesterday. I'm not gonna pay for that shit. I found this legal stream.
It was for charity.
Oh, it was for charity?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. No, I
totally
definitely
paid for it. Yeah.
Paid for it. Yeah.
Oh, dude, James, you need to find this charity right now.
Only $30 or whatever the ticket was.
Why is that my problem?
Because you just added yourself, bro.
The beans.
We all paid.
Oh fuck.
We all paid.
Anyway, so I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, it is a really weird thing. XQC was like dealing with swatting fucking all the time. Every time he would.
Didn't he say like a weekly basis or some shit?
It was daily sometimes.
God damn,
every time he like came out and said, every time he was like, "Oh, my food's here," he would turn off his camera and the fucking people would come. SWAT team.
So
and they would go and they would check his house.
This is maybe a little off the rails, but like how the SWAT team has to know, right? They're like, we've been to this guy's house. But they still have to go and check it out.
It's just routine, because what if that one random time he actually does have a bomb or a hostage or something?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's so fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, this shit really reminded me
we're not famous.
Yeah, probably. No. I was thinking about Twitch a lot watching this, and I watched a video earlier about just like the idol culture and like how this movie like relates to and stuff. And there's like just like clips of like real people like I spent all my savings on this person, and like, you know what I mean, like I could have bought an apartment, but like, you know, whatever, like someone says that, and like that's like people do that still, like with especially with like
there's like
streamers and stuff.
Not to like name streamers specifically, but there's like, isn't there subreddits where they're just a group of guys who just give every single penny they have to this one girl, where they're just like, yeah, like not gonna be able to make rent this month, but like just gonna live in my truck because I just have to donate. Like
yeah, it's crazy.
It's just a thing.
Dude.
Like it's crazy.
It's so sad. Like
where do we find fans like that, guys?
I know, right?
We're too small. They'll fucking find us easy as fuck, bro.
No. Pay your rent, please. Then donate. Pay your rent, buy your groceries, buy yourself some new shoes, and then
Whatever's
if you've got anything left over, just throw us a nickel.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's very
I don't know.
Disturbing stuff.
But like, I don't. What's crazy is it's so hard to not have gotten there. You know what I mean? Like, because we'd still. It's like it's not like we're arguing like, oh, Twitch shouldn't exist then. You know what I mean? Like, it's just when you have something like this where you're kind of famous on the internet or something, you're going to have fans, and like there's just going to be those outliers who are just insane over you.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is. Like, what do you do to combat that?
Dude, what was that one chick? Freaking Nader went to school with that dude who freaking like tried to stop that one girl you had that poster of. Sorry.
Oh my god!
Wow, this is such a big. Meg Turney. Yeah,
Meg
somebody who
from
was from Albuquerque, right?
Yeah.
Drove to, I don't know where they live. It's like Colorado or something. I can't remember. Or no, was it California? I don't know where they live.
No clue.
But yeah, he like drove from here to their house, and like, did he break in or something? I think he broke in and like.
Yeah, he was just in their house.
Or,
no, they weren't.
Or
right?
Yeah,
they weren't home. He was just.
No,
in
I
their
think
house.
were they home and like she, I don't know, barricaded herself in the room. I don't remember the whole story, but like the fact of the matter is like he just went to this chick's house, you know, like
and he went to school with one of our friends. That's what's like even more fucking crazy. Is that there's those people who do that shit that are very close to you.
Yeah.
I think we lost Adrian there. He's got his finger up his face. But
yeah, dude, like,
yeah.
What do you do? There's just unstable people out there that you're not gonna know in the fucking hundreds of thousands of people watching you at any moment, like which one is going to be weird about it. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
In any fandom,
and the percentage is probably way high if you're a woman. Like it's like,
oh, probably yeah. But like, yeah,
that's what's sad.
Yeah, any fucking fandom, dude. Like, just thinking about like Dimebag and stuff. Like, doesn't even need to be like these super mega famous like pop idols and shit. Like, it's just it just happened, dude. It's so fucking sad.
Yeah.
This is depressing. Anyways.
Anyway, that song that they sung was a fucking bop, kind of, you know.
Dude, it was. I was like getting into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lost my train of thought. I keep lagging out, and I'm like, I can see myself about to lag out, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna mute myself and
wait it out, and then forget what I was trying to say.
Yeah. Just try to piece it together.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you guys look at like the making of kind of history of this movie at all?
Didn't.
Not too much, no.
This movie was supposed to be live action.
Okay.
And what happened was an earthquake destroyed the studio that they're going to do it on, so they said, fuck this. Just give it a way lower budget, make it animated, like, fuck it. Like, they didn't even care anymore. And, like, that's why Satoshi Kon got the opportunity, because this was his first... this was his directorial debut.
Yeah.
So they took a chance on, like, whatever, like, it doesn't even matter anymore. Like, it's animated, no one cares, all this stuff. I forgot exactly how, but it got put into a Canadian, I want to say, or I don't know, some film festival in a different country, and people were blown away like crazy. Like, you know, like, because this is like anime doesn't get this like serious and like realistic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially back then, it's like the characters in this movie are so like bland almost. They're just regular ass people.
Yeah.
Like, they're not stylized at all. Like, all this stuff, and like it actually like blew up because of like film festivals and stuff, and it kept getting invited to more and more like in Europe and stuff, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, no, and that's a good point. Is like this movie is not really like super intense, crazy anime characters. You know, they look like normal people. You know, like none of them are even really attractive except the ones that are supposed to be because they're pop stars, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's like one moment where like her manager is just like on the screen for like so long, and like her face all like she looks like a fish. She looks like a potato with eyes on it. Like it's so weird.
The space between her eyes should have been the first giveaway.
I know. The fucking super fan was like that too.
Yeah,
just fucking
super fan was also like that.
Yeah, yeah, they did make them pretty ugly. Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a graph where like how your mental stability and the space between your eyes on this in this movie, I think.
In this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Like how Animatus is never going to be taken seriously. I hate it so much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think like this movie, I don't know. Is it known like outside of people who like anime? Probably not, really.
I think it's been on like best movies of all time lists and stuff from like big magazines and stuff. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a film bro-y movie.
Yeah, because I mean, people
like film bros.
Yeah, people really know about Satoshi Kon and his stuff because of the Aronofsky comparisons. Because Inception apparently rips off Paprika a lot.
Yeah,
like people. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like people or movies that people know. Like, oh, I got it from this. I want to check this out, kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which is like, and you know, there's like something to be said. Like it's like okay, like this one person keeps getting ripped off. Like it's like that fucking sucks.
But maybe he's got something to say.
Yeah,
well, he's dead, man. He's dead. He died. He died of pancreatic cancer at the age of 46.
Wow.
So it's like,
holy shit.
I don't know. It's not much for him to like fight against now, which is kind of sad. And it's sad. I guess what's more sad is that, you know, he doesn't get to make new shit for us to watch. And it's just like,
yeah.
Was his last one Tokyo Godfather?
No, I think it was Paprika.
Good Morning, whatever that is, short film.
Oh, okay.
He did JoJo Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, I think that was his first thing that he was a part of, and then got noticed because of that and asked for this movie.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Adrian's gone. Adrian's back. No. He's just frozen.
I don't want to.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that noise! This is gonna be scuffed, but you know, it's all good. It's all good. What did you guys think about? I think the most satisfying stuff in this movie were the murders. Like the violence of them was so fucking satisfying. Like with the ice pick, like that shit. I was just like, damn, stab him in the eye, and it happened. And then got fucking stabbed in the hand. I was like, this is fucking brutal. It was just satisfying. I don't know. What you guys think?
Satisfying? I don't know about that.
You want to know about satisfying? I don't know. It's just like, it's exactly what I wanted. Or it's exactly what I was thinking was going to happen. And then it happened. I was like, oh shit, this is crazy.
It's just like too realistic of violence that I can't like be like, oh shit, like about it. I'm just like, oh fuck, like, oh god.
It's too much.
It's too realistic. The fucking screwdriver, dude, that's so fucked up. Like just thinking about that.
Oh, I thought it was an ice pick.
Oh,
whatever it was.
Yeah, it looks like an ice pick. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Coming through?
Gotcha.
Okay, yeah. No, yeah, that's a good point, is like, I think that's why it's so disturbing, is because it's so real, you know? Like, in other animes, it's like, oh, like, let me throw a fucking house at you because I'm like, I mean, like, they're just all powerful, or like the superhero anime. But like, this was just like, no, these are real people, and this is like predator and prey kind of thing. And like, that's what's so shocking. Is and the characters were so mundane, you know, they weren't these exaggerated they were just regular people. So watching it much more disturbing. We've seen more disturbing shit in these heroes, but it's like so cartoon, like cartoon. It doesn't hit the same way that
it doesn't
how
have the weight.
shocking this is.
Yeah, for sure.
I like it, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm that deranged fan too, because I was just like, you can't do this to her. Like, she doesn't have to take nudie
putting
photos.
her in your palm.
Yeah, she was dancing in my hand.
That is so fucking.
That shot was so good. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think, and that's the other really impressive thing is just the camera movement. I know it's drawn, but like the way the camera was placed and how they made everything move around the shots, like
the transitions were really fucking good. Like she would be in her apartment and then turn her head and be in the studio, and like those were so fucking trippy. Really well done on those.
Yeah, that was some good shit. That was some good shit.
Another notable one was like the elevator scene where it opens and the guy's slumped over and it just pans backwards, like away from it, like kind of running from it. It was really good.
Yeah, there's some really creepy like POV shots where like you see her through the window and like the blinds or the curtains like kind of moving out of the way, and it's like weird fucking spying on her too. I'm just like, oof.
Right, yeah.
I don't like it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. This one seems like a movie that you could rewatch it 15, 20 times and find something different every time. Like just
notice
get another
transitions and blah blah blah. Yeah.
Some of the like reviews and stuff that I've looked at, they get really in the fucking weeds, like really in the weeds. The last scene where she's looking at herself in the rear view, it like talks about like, oh, like look at the colors in here, like the white balance is behind her and that's like mysticism, the blue is in front and that's like her future. She's looking at the rear viewer for and it's just like, holy shit, like
it's in the past, brother.
They get like real fucking deep into it, which is sick. I mean, any movie that people can think that much about.
Yeah, like that much detail. Because I mean, it does like gets more colorful as like the more she's losing her mind. Like it's I don't know, it gets more like surreal looking. It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to think.
I don't know. So I don't know. I guess like. After it ended, because I was like really like, oh my god, is she actually doing this and all this stuff, but then like just thinking about it and like some YouTube videos that I watched and stuff is like she like got put through it. Like she was getting fucking what is the word, like basically like what is the word that I'm looking for?
Got put through it. What do you mean?
Manipulated by like so many different people. Like both of her managers wanted different things for her,
right?
And like obviously Rumi or whatever was getting more out of it and like trying way harder to get her vision like to get it put in place or whatever.
I
don't know, just like so fucked up. Like
it like so it's interesting, like all of the main characters want something different for Mima, and like so Rumi is kind of living a little bit vicariously through her because she used to be a pop idol. The guy manager, what's his name?
I don't remember.
Todokoro.
Yeah,
he wants just money out of her. He's like, this is the best way to monetize her. The super fan just wants her to be that perfect image of Mima, the pop idol, and Mima is like being dragged through all of these, but also and that's why she's conflicted with herself, because she has the vision of like the pop idol Mima that's like still her, but it's like this different version of her that like everybody else wants her to be. But she doesn't even like, it's, I don't know, it's kind of about like not having personal freedom of who you are. And like Mima's struggling through that so much that like she doesn't even really know who she is, because there's this like incarnation of this pop idol that's like saying that no, you're not even the real you, I'm the real you. And it's
and then like the website is so fucking weird too. Like when it starts changing, like she's like, I didn't say that, I didn't do that. Like she's like, did I? Like, you know what I mean? Like she's starting to believe the like fake version of her is existing.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
This shit's so crazy.
Yeah. Really. Yeah. It is. It is weird. I could see how it's like, just like the pressure that she had to go through, like, made her suffer from psychosis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of fucking crazy to think about. I wonder if like that could actually happen. Like,
well,
make you like.
If you look at people who have like kind of taken on a role too hard, you know, like I think the biggest one that everyone kind of refers to is Heath Ledger with the Joker, you know, like where you get so into this role and it kind of consumes you in a way.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of not really what's happening to Mima, but in a way where she's just like she's being dragged around so much that she doesn't know her own identity and like
yeah.
It's fucked because she like seems like she knows what she wants her identity to be and stuff, but like no one's like letting her have it, you know, unless that's like what's conflicting her and stuff.
Yeah, and but also she's like trying to go like she's also, you know, like trying to prove to people too that she like the whole fact that she did the rape scene, you know, she's like no, I can do it. Like she wanted to kind of prove herself as an actor. And the same thing with like her nude photo shoot, you know, she's like pressured into it, like she's doing it willingly, right? But like how much of it is actually willing, you know, like it's a very blurred line.
That was the scene that got me like a lot, was when she goes back to her house and like starts destroying it, and she's just like, I didn't want to do it, like all this stuff, and it's just like fuck, because like to other people she's just like, yeah, whatever, it's fine, like I want to be an actress, so I gotta do it. And then you see the real side of her in her like little tiny dirty ass apartment, like just losing it. It's fucking sad.
Yeah.
Oof. It's heavy.
It's heavy.
Yeah, why'd you recommend this, man?
I didn't really know.
I'm glad you did it.
I knew it was gonna be kind of weird, and then like I don't know. I think most of the time I was trying to, because I knew it had like a weird twist too, kind of thing, and I was thinking, well, the entire time I was thinking, oh, this is all just in her imagination, and it was just gonna be her, because like that's kind of more like what Black Swan is, kind of, I guess. And so like I don't know, I was just kind of, well, I guess I spoiled that for you, sorry.
That's okay.
But like I don't know, I was just like had that in the back of my mind, so I was like constantly like trying to think, oh, this isn't real, like, and then when it like turned out that half of it was real, actually, or I guess everything was real, and then some of it was in like the movie world. I don't know.
Right, yeah.
The only thing that wasn't real was her fucking trippy ass like thoughts of the like
the pop idol
the pop item Mima, yeah, like jumping around, flying around and shit, until the very end when she just turns into Rumi. She's just
that was so weird. When she's like choking, isn't that like that choking thing where her like eyes start moving apart and it's just like, oh shit, it's Rumi. God, that is fucked up.
Yeah,
that like
so
snaps.
And see, even at that point, like I was thinking, oh, she's just like tripping, and she thinks it's Rumi too. Like that's how far like her psychosis has gone, that she thinks even like the people who love her hate her. You know, that's kind of what I was thinking, that, and that's why I almost kind of like the thought that maybe this isn't real at all. Maybe I don't know. That's what I was thinking, that she didn't actually like have a career after that. That she fucking just went crazy. Yeah. And she just like everybody around her, even her manager, like was like in her mind like trying to betray her and shit. Maybe she was the one that was in the fucking mental hospital at the end. I don't know. It's like kind of crazy. I don't know what I was thinking, but
and it's such a trip that like the whole like movie scenes where it was just like, oh, like she's basically going insane and she's killing all of these people, whatever, like that was very much a misdirection, right? Because you were just like, oh shit, like Mima actually is crazy and actually is doing all of these killings.
Yeah.
But that's not, you know, it was a misdirection. And like, I don't know. Like I said before, it was like part of me wishes that that was true. But I guess just going through the journey and thinking that it was true briefly was just as satisfying, maybe. You know?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess I can
like,
see that. Yeah.
Because it was like, oh shit, like you're kind of just going along for the ride, you know? And it's not like, I don't know. I guess with everything, just as humans, like we want to just figure things out. We're like, okay, I need to understand what's happening.
Yeah.
And this one, I was trying to do that so hard. I was like, I need to understand what is reality.
Yeah.
You know, and the lines are so blurred that like nobody really knows what reality is. You know, even like especially Mima, especially Rumi. You know, like it's so blurred and like you're not. That's kind of not the point. You know, it's not like.
Yeah. There's like the one scene that really threw me off, and I was like, okay, I don't fucking know anymore. It was when she had the bag of bloody clothes or whatever in her apartment. I was like, okay, so she is doing it. Like, wait, what the fuck? And then now it's like, oh, Rumi put it there. I don't know.
Why did she have that? Yeah, who knows?
Rumi put it there. Yeah,
I mean, I guess it has to have been, right? If it is that Mima didn't do anything, but then it's like, I don't know, it's fine. Either way, it's good.
Yeah.
Damn. That shit's crazy.
Damn, dog, that's crazy. Yeah.
You got anything else? Should we rate this thing?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't think I got anything else.
Yeah, let's just rate it. Fuck it.
Go for it. All right. God, I don't even know my score, but I kind of want to go because I'm like, my camera's not lagging out right now. I think
while you have internet.
Yeah, while I have internet. Yeah. All right. I'll just think of my score as I'm going through my rating. So yeah, this movie is wild. I think it's. I love movies that feel like they're kind of more like older movies. I mean, this movie is what 20-something years old. You know, like older movies that as they age, they become more relevant. You know, like we talk about that a lot when we review older movies. We talked about it in 12 Angry Men when we were reviewing that, is like how it's even more relevant today, and you know, nothing changes. But this one, it's just like there's so many more famous people. Like there's so many more people that we idolize. You know, they're not just these pop stars. They're not just these movie stars. They're everybody all across the internet. There's so many, you know, so many famous people, and it's just such a like a problem that's growing so much. Where do you separate being a fan and being completely obsessed? And like, you know, and as an idol, I can't even imagine like how would you even cope with that, you know? And we see Mima trying to, and she's just completely taken through it. Like there's everybody in her life is trying to pull her in a different direction, so much that she literally, her mental state splits and she creates this pop idol Mima in her head. And it I don't know, it takes you through this insane journey. It's really interesting to watch, like a predator prey kind of, you know, relationship. And I think that's why it's so fucking creepy, is it's just dark. Like it's real, the characters feel real, and it's just terrifying. It just gives you the creeps. I mean, the whole time you're just creeped out. I don't know, man. I was really surprised. I didn't think that I didn't really know too much about it. I kind of didn't think Samantha was gonna like it, but she seemingly did really like it, and I was like, wow, this movie just drags anyone in. It's not really, you know, you don't have to be a fan of anime or anything. It's just a trippy fucking story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess the things that I'm not crazy about, but I guess kind of work with it too, is just how fucked up, how convoluted it gets towards the end. But it kind of works, you know? So I'm a little bit torn on like, would I have liked Mima to actually be insane and to like it to be a horrible tragedy ending? The fact that it was just a happy ending, she was like, wait, am I crazy the whole time? And then at the end she's like, no, I'm a famous actor. Like I don't know. Maybe it would have been more interesting if she was.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, it takes you along to ride, and she is crazy for a time being. So, yeah. All of that being said, I really love this one. It was a lot of fun. I think it's an 8.5 out of 10 for me.
Nice.
Yeah. So who wants to take it over next?
You want to go, Taryn?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess like echoing a lot of what Adrian said. Like I thought I knew what it was about because everyone said it was just Black Swan, and it definitely is not just Black Swan, or vice versa, or whatever. So I was really, like, surprised, I guess, watching it, like, what it was about and stuff, because that shit always is, like, some of the creepiest shit to me is, like, obsessive people that can go after, like, people that are in the spotlight all the time and, like, do something about it, and, like, that's just so scary to, like, think about. And, like, to have it set before the internet, but, like, be even more relevant with the internet is crazy. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Can't even, like, imagine, like, how people making that movie would think about how it is now. You know what I mean? Compared to what they thought it was back then.
Well, I mean,
they might have just said, like, we told you so. Like, we fucking told you this is what was coming.
There had to have been some inspiration for it. There must have been...
Oh my god!
Really quick,
insane amount of stalking happening. Like,
just really quick, not to cut you off too much, Taryn, but there was a thing that happened with Bjork.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah.
Yeah, during the filming of or not filming, but during like the production of this, Bjork was being stalked by some like insane fan who like sent her a package that was supposed to like explode and kill her, and he killed himself so that they could be together in heaven or like in the afterlife.
Yeah.
And like. Yeah, it's just like this crazy fucked up story, but I mean, yeah, it was a thing. It was an active problem, and it still is today.
While they were making this movie, that shit happened. It's like, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, like video clips from that dude that I saw like a little bit of he was losing it hard, dude. It was fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm not watching shit. But yeah, yeah, I really enjoyed this movie a lot. Like, I don't know. I guess part of me was like, I'm going into this going to like it kind of thing, because just the prestige of Satoshi Kon and stuff, and this movie in general. But I actually did really like it, and I thought it was creepy as fuck. Like it's like a horror movie, but it's like not like in the traditional way, which is usually more scary than an actual horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I do like the ending where she like gets over it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like every time something like this happens to a famous person, it ends badly. Like, it, I don't know. I liked that part of it.
Yeah.
The music was really unsettling too. You didn't mention it, but it was really good. And even like the pop songs were fucking sick too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just miss like hand drawn animation like this so much. Like, it was just a beautiful movie. Like, even though the characters were like so bland and realistic, like just the dancing of what are they called? Glam? No.
Cham.
Huh? Cham. At the beginning, I was like, this is so like fluid and nice, and it's not fucking CG like it would be now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, damn, people like put work into this, even though it was supposed to just be a nothing whatever movie. I love that they made this out of that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm around Adrian. I'm gonna say like 8.7 for me.
Okay.
Nice.
8.7 from Taryn. James, take it away.
Yeah, we're all sitting in the same area. But yeah, I think my favorite parts about it is just the way, I guess, I don't know, would that be called direction? The direction of the camera, like just like, I don't know, the perspectives and just all the transitions and all that stuff. Like,
yeah,
I'm just like, damn, who thinks of this to look visually so cool? Like, it's interesting to look at. It's not just like, and like that like tells like half the story. But I agree that this movie is like sort of horror-esque, and something about it's a little creepier than like, because it's not supernatural. Like, even though it feels supernatural, because like you have like this fucking floating little Japanese pop girl. Like you're like, what is happening? But like,
Yeah.
that's just going on. I think that's like where most of my problem is that she just goes on to live a regular life, even though she like went off the deep end, like that far into psychosis. Like that's kind of crazy. All of a sudden, now that like everything's revealed, like she's just like, oh, I'm good now. Like, like she doesn't have like continual paranoia for the rest of her life. I don't know. Anyways, I'm right there with you, Adrian. 8.5. But yeah, it's fun. Why is it called Perfect Blue? Does anybody know?
I was gonna ask
from
that,
what
I forgot.
From what I saw, I think I read something, or they were saying like that the title isn't really meant to be like thought of that deeply. Like it's not meant to like, you know, be.
Well, you
like,
mentioned something about like the colors and stuff.
The colors, yeah.
Blue.
I mean, yeah, I read
the book
this,
is also
this
called that too. So I wonder.
Yeah, maybe the author
was supposed to mean for that or something, because they did change it a lot from the book, apparently. A lot.
But yeah, movies crazy. I don't know, man. I don't feel bad for famous people. Not really. They're rich, but
yeah, that's.
But yeah, I don't know. Sucks that they have crazy ass people out there. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we rated this an 8.56 out of 10. Yeah, watch this movie. I don't know. It's kind of like we've said is a bit of a horror movie, but like it doesn't really have horror tropes. You know, like
you know what we didn't mention is that this movie is an hour and 20 minutes long.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's so
short.
It
is. It's like an afternoon watch. Like it doesn't take a ton of time. Like, which is great because there's like a lot of weird shit going on. So like you have time to digest it. Like it's it's a perfect afternoon movie. So watch it. Hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, watch this movie. We rated it an 8.5. Let us know what you guys thought of this movie. Hit us up on any of our socials. Find all of those at filmfumblers.com. Tune in next week where we are reviewing, is it Loving Vincent? That's what it's called?
Yeah, right?
Loving Vincent.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Monday the 22nd. So yeah, tune in then. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Cheers.